What's up guys, it's Josh here. In this video I'm going to be showing you guys all of the guitars that I've collected over the years of being in Single by Sunday. But not only that, I'm going to tell you guys the story behind why I got them as well. So let's just get straight to the point. First off, we've got the Westfield. Now this guitar I got when the band first started, and the reason behind why I got it is because I never actually had an electric guitar at the time. I was also very broke as well and had like no money, so this guitar only cost me like £100. Me and Johnny walked all the way to a music shop that's in our hometown, East Kilbride. It was about an hour to an hour and a half walk. Went into the shop, I seen this guitar, I was like, oh that looks cheap, and I bought it. And we wrote, I think, 2 songs with this guitar. I think originally there's a song called The Killer that's not out there. Probably will never be out there because it sucks. But yeah, fun fact about this guitar, I've never actually used this live at a Single by Sunday show. This just sits in the attic and collects dust and did you see that? My whole life just blew away. Next up we've got the Gibson SG Epiphone. Now the reason behind why I got this guitar was Single by Sunday had been together for, it must have been a few months, and we had recorded our first few songs and our management team booked us a show. It was at St. Luke's in Glasgow, and the last guitar I showed you, the Westfield, was awful, and that's pretty much why I never used that guitar live. So Johnny advised me to go out and get a new guitar, which was this one. This cost me £150. It was the first guitar that kind of caught my eye. It was probably because it cost £150. That's pretty cheap for a guitar. Growing up, I've had Epiphone guitars before and they are very good. However, I highly advise no one gets this one because it's awful. And the reason behind that is this part here, the bridge, I'm pretty sure that's called. I don't know my guitar lingo, don't judge me, please don't judge me. But basically, this guitar was so cheaply made that this actually saws through the guitar strings. So every show I played with this guitar, guaranteed every show, I broke a string, and I never had a backup guitar, so yeah, I don't really know how we made it through those days. It's pretty embarrassing to be honest. But yeah, good memories I suppose. Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff. So next up we have got my first ever acoustic guitar that I got whilst being in Single by Sunday. So when the band first started, our management team put us into a competition with Capital FM. It was called The One to Watch, and we actually get through to the finals. And the finals were held in Glasgow in a jeweller's store. I think the jeweller's store was called Rocks. I think. This has honestly been one of the best acoustic guitars I think I've ever had, and it just sounds beautiful. But yeah, this guitar cost me around £380, and honestly, I probably won't get another one. It's that good. It's that good. That good. Now let's time travel about 1.5 years down the line of being into Single by Sunday. Josh gets told that you need to get a new guitar because your guitars suck, the strings keep breaking. And that's when I got my first Fender Telecaster. And this has actually been the best money I think I've ever spent in my life. This guitar cost me £450. I have dropped it countless times live and it has stayed intact. It has not broke. It is amazing. It's a very well built made guitar. The strings very rarely break. I think I've left the strings on this for about 4 months and played loads of shows and it's been fine. I don't know how. But yeah, the real reason why I got this guitar was because we got offered a show at the O2 ABC main stage in Glasgow, and I didn't want to have the hassle of my string breaking in front of hundreds of people. So yeah, I decided to go out and spend a wee bit of dollar and get a very well built guitar, and this has honestly been amazing, and I highly recommend to anyone out there that this is probably the guitar you should get. Get this one. Not only did I get one Fender Telecaster, I got 2 Fender Telecasters, and again the reason behind why I got 2 is because they're just so well built, so well made, and if anything were to happen to that one that I just showed you, I know that I've got a very reliable backup. But touch wood, nothing's happened yet. The real story behind why I got this guitar is that we got offered a tour over in California in America, and I wanted a shiny new guitar to take over with me, so I decided to get this bad boy just because it's like pretty much pure black and it just looks amazing. It looks awesome. I mean, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. As you can see as well, guys, unlike any other electric guitars, I can pretty much hold this thing in one hand and throw it about on stage. They're so lightweight. It's crazy. How do they do it? I don't know. How do you do it, Fender? How do you do it? But yeah, guys, that is pretty much it when it comes to my collection of guitars whilst being in Single by Sunday. Goodbye. Jack Jesus Black, Jack Jesus Black, Jack Jesus Black, smells like cheese.